We're back. That's an
New
introduction.
video?
Yep, new video.
Well, welcome back, everyone. I am racing through Dead Space. I wouldn't say I'm racing, but I'm. Uh,
Data board reinstalled.
Yep.
Error. Damaged tram on track. Contact maintenance immediately.
I do love a lot of the framing and the story beats in this game.
yeah.
The writing is top notch.
Mm,
Hello, we want you to waste ammo.
yeah. No, this game when it came out was top notch. Like this was one of the best games of its era. Um, and this was an era that was replete with horror games.
Mm-hmm. If I remember correctly, because I've seen it pop up about on documentaries about games that revolutionized the industry, and this is one of them.
Yep. No, the
That was weird.
very no the diegetic HUD and everything was like a big selling point during the era.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just stopped trying to sell that. Um, Honestly, I think it just takes a lot of UI design to do
Mm-hmm.
that, and games need to be done faster
Yeah.
for profit margins.
Yeah. They're looking for short-term profits. They're not looking for like long-term reputation gains or lasting success. They want to sell a lot of
There's
units very quickly.
there's also a lot less call for like the call for everything to be the best graphics
Yeah.
outside of the AAA space has gone down
Message retrieved.
Mm-hmm.
Benson
significantly.
Engineering. You got a stasis module handy? We need one in tram maintenance stat. The autoloader's fried. I got a damaged tram car on the tracks, and if the whole system's gridlocked, guess who they're calling? Several
Prepare
sending a
systems
stasis module
online.
now. What
Loading
happened to the
system
autoloader?
reinitialized.
No idea. A lot of shit's been breaking down.
Tracking.
Hearing things.
Autoloader
Down in the
malfunction.
gears where no one
Please
can be.
contact a repair
You know?
technician.
I know.
I know. I was like, one of my favorite games that came out recently is Wildermyth, which has a very simple art style. And we did have
Hmm.
the conversation a couple of times about how the way,
Flight
what do you call it?
disengaged.
The way controls, the way control limited its play area allowed it to reuse assets.
Error. Flight loader claw disengaged.
Any luck moving that tram car?
The autoloader's busted, but stasis should do the trick. Just gotta time it.
Great. But hurry. Okay? I'll carry it down here.
The statement sound carries down here is a little bit interesting.
Left loader claw engaged. Right loader claw engaged.
Okay. Interesting.
Replacing damaged tram car. Please stand by.
The hand just coming out from behind you, just like, ah!
Yep.
Tram replacement complete.
You got it. The tram was jamming the whole system.
I'm heading back to tram control. Should be able to call you a ride to the bridge.
Good. Just hurry. I keep hearing noises right under our feet.
Run, run, run!
Do run, run, run.
I'm surprised, now I think about it, they didn't make that body get infected so that when you're coming back, you're like, oh, it's just that body, and then it attacks you.
Yeah, but they haven't introduced the flappy things yet.
This is true.
Maintenance complete. Calling tram.
I'm sure they have all these...
Now arriving at flight deck tram control.
We're on board. Something hit the roof, but it seems operational.
Quarantine lockdown's lifted, so you can get to the hangar. Comms are still down though, so be ready for anything.
What's the plan?
You and Johnston fix up the Kellion. We report to the bridge. Standard emergency protocol.
What? Protocol? Hammond, people are dying here.
And I'm not losing anyone else. We stick to procedure. We'll get through this.
We'll see.
Is Pimp Stance working yet?
I'll check in a moment. Got to track the objective.
Ah, so that's what was going on before.
Yeah. Luckily, I went the right way.
Yeah. I was going to say is like I'm sure they have all these really impressive, creepy sounding names, and here we are, we're calling them Sturges and Flappy Things, and
I actually think I think there's a good argument for a horror game to not name anything.
mm-hmm.
Just don't,
Let
and let them be flappy things and high five boys and whatever else you want to call them.
leave the name blank, and the first time there's a discovery, let the player fill in what they're going to call them.
Yeah. Then, when people start encountering scientists that are trying to classify them and all of that, and they give them names,
Yep.
every time, someone tries to give them a name, like, have a whole bunch of names
Yeah.
of different people being like, what should we call them? Oh, X. No, that's silly. Let's call them Y. No, let's call them P or Q. Like,
I mean, the one thing that really works here for a name for things is, well, necromorph in general, just for the classification.
We made it to the bridge.
mm,
There's no survivors. Daniels is trying to get into the command computer.
But also, where you have the one really pretentious scientist at the end calling his creation the Hunter.
yeah.
With all the eye-rolling gravitas that such a role demands.
You know what would be a really great Eldritch horror thing? And so, in this game, you have the marker, right?
Yep.
What if the marker is a game objective for Eldritch horrors? You know, the Eldritch horrors are gamers,
Yeah.
and this reality is
Yeah.
their game.
Oh God.
What have you got on you? Is that blood?
Haley, I need you to listen.
Don't stand up on that.
The Ishimura's overrun with... They're fucking monsters. You didn't hear anything?
What? No, the comms are still out. Isaac.
We need the Killian fixed now. Got a damage report?
Yeah, it's there.
This singularity core. Go!
It's pretty seamless cutscene. Marking, by the way.
Sorry, explosions.
Yep, no worries. Bye, Johnston.
Isaac, what's happening down there?
Johnston's gone. The Killian too. The singularity core overloaded.
No!
Kellyanne was our only way home. We're trapped.
No! I'm not losing two good people for nothing. What about the command computer?
It's a brick. All the primary Carrier systems are locked down with the captain's codes.
So we find Captain Matthias. Track his rig.
Okay, here. Captain Benjamin Matthias. Location medical. Status deceased?
Even the captain?
I mean, why is that a surprise?
Isaac, you're closer to medical. You can double back and cut through maintenance. Find the
I
captain's
I
lodge
think
and
they're
use
assuming at
If it's
this point
codes,
that they've managed to hole up somewhere and are defending.
Yeah.
Chen?
Hammond, run!
I do have to wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Chen died here.
Right.
How, like, so a flappy thing came, turned Chen,
Yeah.
and Chen made it all the way to the to command.
What they did say something hit the roof. Maybe Chin
Right.
jumped on the roof.
Chen jumped on the roof of the. You're right. You're right.
Does make me wish or wonder if there was like a bit of movement we missed when they were going off on the tram to see that happening.
Another clever thing you could do if you're a horror game dev
Mm-hmm.
and you've got a limited budget.
Yeah.
What if you built into the world diegetically that mirrors don't work?
As in, that's part of like the whole flames burning blues being a sign of witches thing.
Yeah.
Have a cutscene where the mirrors do work, and then when the game at the start, when they come into the haunted area where the game's taking place, have a cutscene where they find a mirror and it's just nothing.
Yep.
And then you limit
They,
the mirrors to just one cutscene. Yeah.
yep. It's like it's a cool idea, right? You can't afford to do mirror tech.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you have enough for a suit.
I mean, yeah, they're good at that starting bit to about like giving you enough to do that.
Mm-hmm. Plus, yeah. That's a cool effect. I guess you don't need as much ammo.
Yeah.
There's a bench already here too.
Oh, this was here last time.
Oh, right. Okay. For some reason, I thought size was inventory size.
Yeah. I wish. But you do that, and basically you're saying, okay, you've got to fill out your suit. The first thing everyone does is fill out the suit, and
Right.
uh, that's not great gameplay pattern.
Right. So tying the inventory to the different levels of suit rather than the upgrade paths causes things to vary out a little bit more based off how people
Yeah,
actually like to play.
yeah.
It's kind of like in
Like
go on.
I really like this gun. I am going to use this gun.
Or how like in City of Heroes, the fitness power pool just became pretty much necessary for every build, so they eventually just decide, no, you just get it for free.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. Exactly like that.
You still have to spend slots on it if you want to improve it, but
This is why, like in 5th edition, I really like backgrounds.
hmm
I like backgrounds the way they are.
yep.
Um, with the with the kind of janky different things you can do.
hmm
The different bonuses that they
the features, yeah.
yeah. Um, but also I do like I think what am I trying to say here? I think that I think there's a usefulness bit.
Gotta hold the line. They all came back.
There's a hand in her chest.
Yep. Oh wow, she was popping med kits.
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't notice that little bit.
Oh good, I don't have to equip it. But let's equip it. How are we doing for time?
We're at 20. We're at 24 minutes. We could probably switch to a new video. And I am probably good for one more video.
Cool.